Hmm. What's this here? Y'all come on in. Hey, Lady P. I just want shoot the shit with y'all today. I just feel like shooting the shit. So y'all tell me what's been going on because as of now, like, I am fucking shook. This is the most, hey, True Seeker, this is the most solidarity I've seen on here in a while. I mean, child. When I say this is the most solidarity I've seen on YouTube, like, I mean that shit. Congratulations to everybody, who helping Rita through her ordeal. But it wouldn't be me if I don't speak on some stuff I've noticed. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. And I'm not taking away from the movement. But I've seen people who can't stand the ground Rita walk on that's actually helping her with this. Now, no, I'm gonna leave that alone because y'all gonna say I'm starting up confusion and chaos, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But not everything is for a click in the view, and not everything is a money grab. I'm gonna leave that at that. And I saw somebody say that Rita daughter and her mama was working at Amazon for 3 months. What the fuck that gotta do with that girl working at what the fuck her working at Amazon gotta do with her being missing? All bullshit aside, if that was your sister, niece, aunt, mama, whoever it may be to you that's a female, wouldn't you want help? At least get down to the bottom of it. At least get down to the bottom of it without going off of past discrepancies. Now, I understand she's a very controversial person. That I understand. But who would joke about their child's life like that? That's just my take on it. That's just my take on it. But I'm glad to see that everybody is actually putting their bullshit to the side and taking this seriously. Roasting gags are one thing, but when a child's life is in the balance, like, put y'all beats to the fucking side and be like, fuck it. That can be me. That can be anybody with a child on here. And I'm pretty sure if y'all had nowhere to turn other than the police department in this here, y'all probably would do the same thing. Well, not the same thing, but you'll put the word out there. I'm looking for my child. My child could be anywhere. Hey Sharon, my child could be anywhere right now. So I would want somebody on social media to be like, okay, if you see this child, if you see her anywhere, please let me know. Contact me. Contact your local police department. Right is right, wrong is wrong. But sure enough, shit stank. A bear wipe his ass in the woods after it's done shitting. Hey, Miss Janice. Sure enough, a bear wipe his ass with a white rabbit in the woods after it's done shitting. Somebody gonna get on here and take credit saying that they did this. They found um Rita daughter, and they gonna act like this woman wasn't really trying to find her daughter. Telling y'all, mark my words. But what's tea, people? What's tea? What's going on in y'all neck of the woods? Lady P, is not about me riding for nobody. I sat up here and I watched videos. I watched video after video after video after video, and like some people made some compelling points. Other people was just up there just dragging her. So I'm like, you know what? What if that was my sister? What if that was my nieces? What if that was one of my homegirls? I'm not looking at it from her point of view. I'm looking at it from my point of view. I don't keep behind nobody except myself and my friends. That's it. Even though me and her may have bumped heads a few times, I'm not kissing ass. I'm just coming from a logical standpoint. That's all. It doesn't hurt to show a little compassion. Just a little. I know I'm not crazy. I saw somebody by my window. Let me put on some music. Let me put on some music, y'all. Hold on. Case in point. Now y'all see why it's important to have your kids on track no matter how old they are. No matter how old they are. And for those of you that have iPhones, please, 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 use Find My iPhone. That way you can ping the iPhone whether it's dead or not. We always talk about, oh, this, that, and the other, protecting each other. But now when it's really a true call to arms, everybody's second guessing her. But anyway, y'all, what y'all doing? How y'all doing on this cloudy Sunday out here? Or better yet, what's been going on in the YouTube news? Hey, cow. Okay, somebody must be on here I don't see. Y'all hold on. Oh, talking to your niece. Oh, okay. Well, go ahead on. Get down. Get down. Now, No, I'm gonna leave that topic alone because I'm not well versed on that topic. But sit back watching what's been going on the last past week or so on YouTube. Oh, sharing your sister, okay. But sitting back watching what's been going on YouTube the last past week or so, this shit then got crazy. I'm like, I'm glad I stay out the fucking way. I don't need no restraining orders. I don't need no fake beefs. I don't need nothing, bitch. Nathaniel, Methuselah, Medusa herself. I don't need none of it. I've never seen so much chaos, drama, strife, ignorance since 2018 on here. I thought we was gonna do better on here. It's just shit now. It's just shit. That's what I'm getting from YouTube now. It's just straight down the toilet. Shit, bullshit. Horse manure. Go to show your shit. I'm not even subscribed to a whole bunch of people I used to be subscribed to no more. 2020 is the year of exposure. Remember that. You know what, Lady P? You right about that. You right about that. 2020 has taught us a lot, especially with exposing people. People you thought you were close with, you're not close with. People you thought you could trust, you can't trust. Like, you find out a lot of shit about a lot of people. Hey, Indigo. It like it make you second guess yourself, and it make you second guess everything around you, and like you become very skittish with these people. Don't forget, when retrograde started, Indigo, that's probably why I'm being so chill and level-headed. Because every time we have a retrograde, I chill the hell out. And I see shit from a different angle and perspective. And if y'all don't know what we talking about when we say retrograde, we talking about, I want to say, is Mercury retrograde, I think? Or is it Venus retrograde? Is one of them. Speaking of which, since Indigo checking when the retrograde started, did anybody watch the presidential debate? I'm pretty sure most of y'all don't keep up with politics the way I do. October 14th to November 3rd. No wonder I'm so calm. Okay. Okay. But did anybody watch the presidential debate? I got my life. And the reason why I got my life watching the presidential debate, all the hard questions were asked. And we got some very, I ain't gonna say vague answers, but some somewhat truthfulness to it when it came down to certain topics. But we also got from Trump, Mango Mussolini, everything was blamed on Joe. Now, there's a few things with Joe Biden I had to side eye him for. In 1994, with the crime bill dealing with drugs and stuff, I didn't like how he said he trying to right that mistake. If you knew it was a mistake, you'd have never passed that law, put it into action in 1994. And he even bared the brunt that he knew he's responsible for putting a whole bunch of African American men in jail. Okay. I also didn't like how he brought up what he's going to do for all the African Americans. Don't talk about it, be about it. Because the black vote is really what holds the most power. And now, I'm not saying I see why black people don't vote, but this is why I stress to a lot of people why we should vote. Now, another thing. Joe Biden was talking about tax returns. Okay? And this is where he stuck his foot up Trump's ass. If y'all was listening closely, yes, I have. I surely did, lady people. Shit. Oh, the IRS and tax returns. Now, if y'all listen very closely, how Trump said he can call anybody, a CEO or executive of any big company, and say, oh, I'm having a campaign. I need this, I need that. You see how Joe Biden just looked at him like, you stupid motherfucker. You just told on yourself. Why would you admit that to millions of people on national airwaves? Why would you admit that? Not only that, notice how he said, and I quote Donald J. Trump, I have a bank account in China, and it was closed down in 2015, right? But yet, no, you got a golf course in China that a road is being built to, and you still taking money under the table from China. And another thing, for those of you that have businesses or know anybody with a business, answer this question for me, because I know I'm not stupid. Since when can you prepay to pay your taxes? Answer this for me. Since when can you be ever was able to prepay your taxes? Never in my 31 years of life have I ever heard of something like that. I heard of an installment plan sometimes, they give you X amount of time to pay your taxes, but prepaying them? Nah, son, that dog don't hunt. Okay, Mr. YouTube Streets, I thought I was the only one. So I kind of understand why Joe Biden dug in that ass when he threw this proverbial piece of shade. Would y'all want somebody to be your president for the next 4 more years who doesn't think about the American people, the middle class, who's worrying about you can't send your kid to community college all in general, worrying about what they gonna eat. As long as his family pockets get richer and his conglomerate friends get richer every time he in office, that's all he care about. He don't care about the poor, the middle class, the working class. He not worried about that. And what was music to my ears throughout the whole debate was when Trump jumped on Joe Biden's time about his son Hunter. Now, baby, that's a whole orangutan. There ain't no clown, that's an orangutan, a show monkey. But when Trump turned this all around, How can you prepay taxes when you know how much money you're making at the end of the year? Lady P, he said this. Donald Trump said this on the presidential debate stage. But back to what I was getting ready to say. I loved how Joe Biden turned this all around when Trump brought up his son Hunter Biden and his laptop. So I went back and read every news article I could find on it. Watched every video from MSNBC to Fox. Without being biased, I kept an open mind. And so far, what all I got from this is Trump got impeached for looking into his political rivals. So he wants AG William Barr to look into Hunter Biden and the Biden family, so he can what's the word they use? Another word for disqualification. So that Biden can't run. He will officially have to drop out, but it's too late for that. And if William Barr actually does investigate, this is only going to be for political gain, power, dirt. What's going to end up happening, Trump going to fire William Barr this late in the administration if he don't follow his orders. And he going to pull in another AG, Attorney General, to take over William Barr. Bad enough, he going to war with the FBI director. Anybody who's like really paying attention to what the fuck he doing, he's going to war with them. So I'm like, you doing all this here pre-election day, not even a couple days away, you doing all this here. What's your motive? Because you know, once you get kicked out that fucking White House, whether you want to hand over the power or not, your ass is going to be prosecuted for tax evasion and everything else. Plus that rape charge. And what you pitting all this here on Hunter Biden and Joe Biden. Okay. Hatch Mortimer, what's that? That I'm not talking about myths? That I'm talking about something constructive? That I'm talking about something that everybody wants to hear other than myths? Not everything needs to be about myths. Now back to what I was talking about. William got too much dirt on Trump. Hope not going. Speaking of which, Lady P, I'm glad you brought that up. That lady they trying to push through as a Supreme Court justice. I hope y'all been keeping up with her. I forgot her name, but I hope y'all been keeping up with her. Indigo, yes, they gonna handle him. But bye Hatch. Now, old girl said, I forgot her name, but she said, getting called the N-word does not create a hostile work environment. Really? Really? So, according to this nominee who's about to be Supreme Court Justice, if they push her through, anybody can walk up to any black person anybody of any nationality who's not black can walk up to them and call them N-I-G-G-E-R and get away with it. And keep in mind, I read this in Yahoo Finance, I read this in MSN, MSNBC, Fox, CNN. I even read it in the Washington Post and all this here. So I want to know how y'all feel about this if she becomes nominated. And one more thing before I get off the topic of her. Y'all ladies, I hope y'all have a private doctor, because she's trying to roll back Roe v. Wade. She's trying to roll that back. She don't care if you were raped. She don't care if it was an incestual child. She wants you to bring that child to full term. Yes, Judge Amy Coney. She don't give a fuck about y'all insides. Roe v. Wade holds significant power when it comes down to a fucking woman's body and what she chooses to do with her body. I mean, this is not 1930, 40, 50, 60. Them days of telling a woman what they can and can't do with their body have been over with. So why this Mr. Ratburn from Arthur Face having this motherfucker wants to roll back Roe v. Wade? I don't know. Maybe because Mitch McConnell and a whole bunch of conservative Republicans follow her, saying that abortion is wrong whether you've been raped or not. If it was me, I would hear a woman out. If a judge was up there, oh, I'm against Roe v. Wade, I'm gonna hear the woman out. Why are you against it? Let you make your point. Then I'm gonna quote every woman who was raped. They don't want this child. This child reminds them too much of their attacker. So yes, I'm gonna gap my legs open on them stirrups, let them put that thing in me and suck that baby out me. That's my choice. I have to deal with, a child I potentially snuffed out this life that kind of had a bright future. Oh, that says a lot. Indigo, that says a lot right there. Let me tell you about the state of Louisiana. Let me tell you about the state of Louisiana and Roe v. Wade. Out here in Louisiana, they really don't care if you get raped. Which is why we have Planned Parenthood clinics. When a woman goes to one of those Planned Parenthood clinics to get an abortion, don't you know people are always outside of them? And they act like one of the people to cross them there, and they accost them with the Bible saying, this is wrong, that's wrong, you should bring this child into the world. Back then, women used to take coat hangers and give themselves homemade abortions. Put that hot wire hanger on the stove and shove up their vagina and pull that shit out. But out here, they don't give a fuck about that. They want you to bring that shit out here. Louisiana still has some of the world's most archaic laws. Child, when we got our Planned Parenthood clinics, well, Lady P, they need to know. When we got our Planned Parenthood clinics, anybody who was against pro-choice, pro-life, things like that, oh, they was out there. Cutting the fuck up. That part, Janice, that part. That pill. It took a while for that pill to actually get put in stores out here. The morning after pill, it took a good 3 years for that pill to get put in Louisiana when it first came out. So people going full term with rape babies, incest babies. And once they have the baby, they put the baby up for adoption. So now since women out here have that choice, oh baby, it is a whole bunch of bullshit. And keep in mind, Louisiana is a Republican state with a Democratic senator. So you know he catch hell at anything that help people. So on that note, back to voting. Y'all want to see change? Get off y'all ass. Start with your local elections, your state elections, because that's where change really come first. Not really presidential, but your local and state. You want to flip your state? Get out there and vote. I don't care if you voting on who's going to be the next janitor. Get out there and vote. And also, don't vote for your party. Vote for your interests. That's why a lot of people get it fucked up when they vote. I learned this a couple days ago before I went voted. Just because a person is Republican doesn't mean that they don't have your best interest at heart. Just because a person is Democrat doesn't mean they have your interest at heart. The only thing that separates that is color, red and blue. That's it. So read every candidate ballot and see what they got up there. Don't go, oh, because I'm a Democrat, I'm just go all Democrat in. You fuck yourself. Oh, because I'm a Republican, I'm a vote all Republican. You gonna fuck yourself. Look for your interests. Child, Kentucky a red state too. A lot of these red states doing fucking horrible. If you really want to know if a red state doing horrible, look at the education. Look at their grade in education. County for county, or in my case, parish for parish. Look at the road work. Look at the funding for recreation and stuff like that. Look at funding for whatever. Just look at that. I bet you'd be surprised at what you find out. I mean, Louisiana roads just starting to get tarred, just starting to get blacktopped in certain parishes, and we have certain parishes out here have buku money and refuse to do anything with it. Refuse to do anything with it other than fix up monuments and fix up colleges, but they won't fix up the towns. So keep that in mind when y'all go vote. Keep that in mind. And back to the person that Indigo blocked and Lady P went off on. What's coming out my mouth is what I gathered, okay? It may not make sense to you, as you call it, mess, but I sit on my ass and I come up with my own generalization of it. Now, if you have something you want to contribute to the conversation, maybe one day I invite you to StreamYard and we can debate this out. But what I'm not going to sit up here and do is tolerate a motherfucker coming up here and trying to push their views on me just because they don't understand where I'm coming from, because they feel some type of way about it. I'm all for learning something. I don't have a closed mind. My mind is very fucking open. So if you don't have nothing constructive to say, keep your mouth and your ass closed. And I thank you and bid you adieu. Well, thank you, Mr. YouTube. I've never seen I've never seen people come on somebody's motherfucking platform and they talking about something that they don't like. Like I say, a hit dog will fucking holler. But if I was sitting up here divulging in mess, dabbling in fucking fuckery, y'all be here for it. It ain't like that no more. It ain't like that no more. So if you don't like what I'm talking about, scoot along to the unsubscribe button there. But keep in mind, every click and every time you sit here for a few minutes, I get a view. Remember that. Now, I'm about to get off here and finish watching the news. So I'll be back in a few from what I learned and what I gathered from what's going on in the world.